Hi, nice one. Hi, we're live, everybody. I love the extra live bit over here. So welcome to Speak Up Monday. As you can see, we have an illustrious panel of some of the leaders in blockchain, Web3, crypto here in Bali and Indonesia at large. And in a minute, we're going to go through the panel. We're going to introduce each other so you get a great idea of who is sitting here. Now, as you know, once a month here on Speak Up Monday, we devote and we give the platform over to the blockchain, Web3, crypto community. So today the panel has been brought together by my brother from an Italian mother.
Thank you so much, my brother.
Brother Bruno Calabretta. So in a minute, I'm going to hand this mic. Well, he has one in his hand already. But he will take the mic and let you know what we're going to be discussing this week. And I know it will be an introduction for everybody, but Bruno, thank you for putting this panel together, and over to you.
So thank you, first of all, because as we are all guests here in Indonesia, we are also guests to this amazing talk show. It's the first talk show of all Bali, the most listened, the most important for bringing awareness about entrepreneurship and about what is happening here in Bali. So thank you so much, Robert, for giving us once a month the possibility of spreading some knowledge, spreading more awareness, make people know what is happening here in Bali and in which way we can contribute to make this environment always more beautiful. So we did already, I think, 4 episodes about crypto. And
Woo! 4! That's right, it is.
Already started.
Yeah, 4 months.
Maybe the applause was for Don Emilio that just entered by.
Don Emilio in the house.
So we already did, I think, 4 episodes, and the goal is every time to talk about different subjects. We started with the first episode by talking what is happening in the crypto world, but especially giving some knowledge about crypto, blockchain, NFT. So if you don't know what these are, this is not the episode for asking, please. Otherwise, we are going to lose 2 hours only for explaining what is a DAO, what is an NFT, and what is a metaverse. We have an episode during the Crypto Week that was really great. We had the possibility of seeing other experts sharing their knowledge, how they start this journey into crypto. Then we had an episode with developers, and the goal of this episode is to put together different speaking communities. Because here in Bali, not everybody is English speaker. We also have Russian speaker, we have Ukrainian speaker, we have speaker from all over the world. And we noticed that all these communities, they tend to stay, on their own. But we want to change this because this is the beautiful thing of Web3, that we have the possibility of sharing, that we want to share. We want other people to be more involved. So this episode has the goal to start to bridge this gap, to fill it. We call the episode Mind the Gap as a reference because you are from UK. So, when you go out from the underground, the first thing they say is mind the gap, mind the gap. In this case, we are going to mind the gap, but at the same time, we are going to fill it. So this is the best opportunity to start something new. We have people from Russia and Greece, Russia, Australia, America, Ukraine, America and Africa, London, me, myself, Italian. So you can see the diversity is not only men and women, but the diversity is also in the tradition that we have behind, in the value that we bring with ourselves that have been given by our families, and we want to share it with all the other. So thank you so much, Robert, for this possibility. Thank you for having us in your show. Appreciate it. Big applause for Brother Robert. Come on, you deserve it. Okay, so if we want to start, I will say let's start with a little introduction about yourself. So you can tell us what are you doing in your life? What do you do here in Bali? Share it with everybody.
Why not start with you, Bruno, and we work our way this way?
Okay, so for those that don't know me, my name is Bruno Calabretta. I'm Italian, as you can guess from my accent. I'm a crypto coach, a Web3 consultant, and at the same time, I'm in the process of building an incubator here in Bali for helping traditional business to move from Web2 to Web3. It's an ambitious goal, it's a big goal. I have a lot of people that want to be part of this because we are going to make a change here in Bali. So thank you for having me. Thank you, Mama Bali. Okay, I'm going to the next one. Thank you.
All right. So maybe we hold the applause to the end, right? So then we get round, if that's possible.
Hi guys, my name is Ioannis. I'm Greek, but I was born in Russia, so I grew up there. Then lived in Greece, Austria, Switzerland, and since 3 years I live in Bali. I founded 2 projects. One is called Noders, so basically we run nodes and we validate for lots of different chains. Our long-term goal is to build up a staking platform, and second project is crypto gaming ecosystem. So basically we have a guild, we have Indonesian guys and guys from around the globe playing for us. I guess that would be it for the time being, and I give it to the next.
Hello guys, my name is Ivan. I'm a leader of Russian crypto community here. We have organized about 10 big Russian events. I'm founder of crypto robotics company, maybe you hear, it's like crypto trading platform. I co-founder of Gili Hope, it's a metaverse based on real island. It's like art museum, it's amazing project, inspired. And I'm founder of Cardex, it's like OTC service around the world. We provide our service in 58 countries. We sell crypto, buy crypto. We have offices with counting machine, you know, we work majority with cash. And I'm founder of Bali FM. It's like YouTube channel. I take a lot of interview with crypto guys, one of them with Ioannis, and I hope see you there. Thank you.
Hey everyone, I'm Michael from Australia. Also, like everybody here, I've got a few things going on. Most people know me from being the co-founder of Republic Rupiah, which is Indonesia's Bahasa-speaking education and crypto platform. We've got over 250,000 followers and subscribers across all of our platforms. I'm also working on a few other things. We have a spin-off project from that called the Republic Institute of Technology, where we're now teaching formal education courses here in Denpasar to locals who are wanting to learn about blockchain, but also who are wanting to build the metaverse so they can get a formal education and how to become developers and how to build. And I'm also co-founder with a few others, I think they might be here somewhere, of a space called Collide, which will be at Park U in Ubud. And it will be a community incubator, accelerator, tech hub, hangout space, and everything in between. So those are my things I'm working on.
Thank you. My name is Matt Cook. It's nice to be here. Thank you very much. I've been coming to Bali since 1993. I have a long history and love for Bali. I've been here for about 8 years full time. I have some traditional businesses here as well. We have a sustainable beverage company. Hello? Okay. Sorry about that. Hello? Hello? Okay, so yeah, we have a sustainable beverage company here in Bali. Sustainability and impact is something that's near and dear to my heart. And I founded that about 5 years ago here in Bali, and we're in the process of scaling that up. Our goal here is to educate about rainwater harvesting and how Bali has a water crisis, even though it's raining all the time. So we need to collect more rainwater and educate the communities about that. We also have a yoga business. If you're ever in Uluwatu, Desa Yogi, check it out. Bali Rainwater also out there, but I'll stop talking about those. So a couple of things. I'm the co-founder of Off-Chain Bali, a networking platform that is based here, but it's part of a global collective of chapters in over 60 different cities throughout the world. So if you want to join any of the Telegram groups across the globe, let me know. We have one for Bali, and we also have social media on Instagram. You can follow that. But do look out for us. We throw events and bring the community together through Off-Chain. And also, we have a beautiful project here that is all impact-driven called the Bali Collective. And the Mural Fest, you may have heard about it. My partner over here, JP, and Pablo, he's probably watching. But we basically are creating impact ecosystems that are scalable globally, starting with Bali. And so right now, we've been at work behind the scenes to develop a token economy that is supporting an impact ecosystem. And essentially, we pair artists with NGOs and as well as businesses, real-world businesses, and create an ecosystem where everybody is rewarded in that ecosystem to drive as much traffic to the different stakeholders. And in the end, the idea is to generate as much funding for NGOs, highest impact NGOs, as possible. Like I said, that will roll out outside of Bali, but right now we're focusing on Bali. And so that's it. Yeah, Bali Collective, off-chain, and I think there was one more. But oh yeah, we have an investment company called Catapult, and we're in the process right now of creating a fund. For the last couple of years, we've been putting strategic partnerships together between VCs, family offices, and founding teams. And now we're launching our own fund, which is very exciting. So we look forward to supporting you guys and working with you and everybody else. Thank you very much. Yeah.
That's an amazing presentation. I hope you put it on the notes. Hello, my name is Denis, and my passion, I'm chasing sunrise and sunsets and flying and make people fly. In terms of business, I'm focused on developing business development of 2 companies and strategic partnerships. So we have more than 100 developers in Ukraine, and main our product is a crypto exchanges and all service around, like a cybersecurity, liquidity system, bots, and wallets, and everything like that. The second company is the biggest fiat gateway in Ukraine, and now we're adding more currencies, more countries, and we already work with all top crypto exchanges. I'm recently part of Bali's crypto community, and I'm happy to be with you guys. Last 3 years I'm based in Thailand, so we did a lot of events there and gathered the crypto community and also did some events all around the world. And it's cool to have friends and partners everywhere. So yeah, pleasure to share what we have and work together. Thank you for inviting.
Hi everyone, my name is Olumide Gbenro. I'm a founder of No Rug Agency. Can you hear me? Mic check, mic check.
We try this one. Yeah.
Mic check. Okay. I'm founder of No Rug Agency, which is an NFT Web3 marketing agency. Over the last year, we've helped our clients do over $10 million in revenue in the NFT space. My main area is community growth management. Initially, when I was in Bali 3 years ago, we were doing the digital nomad meetups. COVID happened. We were supposed to have a big festival here, and the whole damn thing got canceled. You know, deposit money gone. Invested a lot in that, and I realized that I learned a lot from a lot of these guys and people that you probably don't even know I was watching about crypto and NFTs, and that's when I started jumping into the NFT space, taking my ability and connections and network to bring it into the NFT space in terms of marketing and PR. Also, during that time is when we really pushed for the remote work visa to the government, and they didn't listen until about maybe 2 and 3 months ago. I was called into the meeting with like the main decision maker, the guy that the president of Indonesia talks to and listens to for advice. Super powerful guy, and now we're moving towards creating a remote work visa, which would allow people who do crypto and anything related to NFTs to actually have a chance to legally do stuff here. So that's kind of the summary, yeah.
Well, what a great panel. So if you pass that mic back to Bruno. Great. So my name is Robert Ian Bonnick. For those of you who don't know me, as a tourism architect, though Bruno and Emilio keep saying, no, blockchain architect.
You're not anymore the tourist architect. It's finished. This job is done.
But yes, I know. So the Minister of Connections, that's the other one. So I founded SpeakuP Monday, the show you're watching now, 4 years ago at Tamora Gallery here, a little cafe we had called Life in Bali, the spiritual home of SpeakuP Monday. And it was always about inspiration, right? A weekly check-in for you to be inspired, for you to find something for yourself to take you to the next step of your own evolution and success, right? So over that period of time, it's become #1 and award-winning for entrepreneurs and social impact. Indonesian, local, expat, you name it. And it works hand in hand. This is episode number 316. So it's a lot of episodes. We haven't missed one, and I'm so proud of that. And we won't miss one either. And, you know, what it's about is, you know, how do we inspire people, both Indonesians and foreigners like myself, even though my wife is from Indonesia, my kids are Indonesian and Australian passport holders, but how do we bring Indonesians together with foreigners to co-elevate to collaborate on projects that not only uplift and impact humanity, but also have a sustainable income model around it so that it has a longevity, right? It can be willed to your kids and so on. So the final thing which I say is that venture building, this is Faye Wong-So, who's another great woman who we had on the show. She goes, Rob, you're actually a venture builder. That's what you do. You connect people to projects, resources to projects, people to resources, right, to make these projects sing. So that's what I do. I'm an executive coach. I'm a connector. I work with government, with tourism, to enable us to become greater and to work together with the best of Indonesia. So thank you very much for everybody who attended here today. Look forward to a great show. Over to you, Brother Bruno.
I think that we should give a big round of applause to all the people that went through the rain to be here with us today. So thank you, guys. That was brave, you know? Because the last couple of weeks have been really intense here in Bali, huh? Never seen so much rain. So, guys, okay, let's start with the first question. Now, people know a little bit about you. So the first question that comes in mind is, why did you choose Bali? Basically, you could have been wherever in the world for what you're doing. You could have lived in the US, you could have lived in Switzerland, Europe. Why did you choose Bali? What is Bali for you? Because we are here for Bali. Each one of us moved here, or somebody say that we've been called to move here, that the island is calling you to move here because the energy, because the island is a kind of catalyzer that is enhancing our inner soul. So what is about for you guys? What is about Bali?
Okay, so basically I came to Bali 3 years ago. I came for just a couple of months. I just wanted to spend the winter here, and I fell in love with the island basically from the first day. I kept on walking around and smiling, like for maybe half a year at least. Then COVID happened. Okay, no, actually I came for 2 months. Then I decided to extend my stay. So I extended for 2 more months. Then COVID happened, and I was super lucky. Thank you, everybody, that I got stuck here. I value here lots of things. Well, first of all, is the simplicity of life. It's way easier and way simpler and way easier to live here. We don't have to think about anything related to winter, so I can concentrate on my projects way more. That's first. Second, the culture, the people, the weather. I'm also a lot in different practices, like yoga and different other spiritual things. So for me, everything came together, and crypto and the community. So basically, yeah, it's like best of the best. And believe me, like I lived in 5 different countries, so I can compare options, and I lived like in the best ones. For me, at this period in my life, this is like definitely the place to be. So yeah, thank you, Islands. Thank you, everybody. Really grateful.
And you know what, Bruno, because there's so many of us, right, and I know we've got a large audience here, we want to hear from them. Should we limit this round to, say, a minute each? What do you think? Yes. Yeah? All right, cool. So you've got one minute.
Otherwise, we are going to have an episode of 3 hours.
Oh, it would be 3 hours. So on this round, 1 minute answers, up to 1 minute. Yeah.
Okay. I will be short. I love Bali. Bali is space paradise for me. I hope for you too. Bali, for me, is combination of business, community, weather, and good people, good local people. They are happy, they are so kind, and good expats, good community from different countries. Nice to see you here.
Yeah, I've worked in a few different countries. I've worked in Mongolia and Japan and Malaysia and Australia. And I think that the reason why I like Bali, because it gives a duality of life a little bit, where you can contrast. I mean, I come from a Western country, and so you can contrast life here versus the life that I've had for my first 30 years of life. And I think what it does is it gives healthy thought patterns in your mind, and all of that wiring that you had from Western society gets undone here a little bit, and you can actually sort of see life a little bit clearer. And so I like it for that, yeah, that simplicity and that duality that it gives you.
Thanks, bro. All right, I'll try and do this in 1 minute. My name is Matt Cook again. I was born in the US, grew up in Hong Kong. And then from Hong Kong, I moved to Bali. And the reason why I was actually in China working in the manufacturing field, grew up in Hong Kong and then went into college and then went into China. But I was visiting my family that lived in Bali every chance I could get, and I was not doing that enough. My father ended up getting sick with Parkinson's disease, and that's the reason why I moved to Bali. We started coming in 1993 as a family, but it wasn't until 2007 that I actually 2015 that I actually moved to Bali. It was to come and take care of my father with my mother and the rest of my family. And that moment, that decision to move to Bali from, I was in China at the time, was the single most important decision I ever made in my life. It changed my life forever. Long story short, you can look at the old episode that I was on, but lost dad and gained so much from that. And what Michael just said about, changing your mindset and putting yourself into a different environment, that's what happened. And epigenetics, I always talk about epigenetics. We are the petri dish for our cells and our bodies, and Bali was my new petri dish, and I was able to express myself in a completely different way. And because of that, I'm sitting here with you guys talking about crypto and blockchain and how to change the world and have a positive impact by doing that. So I attribute that all to moving to Bali, and I think Bali chose me.
Beautiful, bro.
Yeah.
Nice. The microphone, so you guys share that microphone, us four share this one. Beautiful.
Yeah, thank you. I totally agree. So I wasn't choose Bali. I just traveling around after 3 years in Thailand, and since the war in Ukraine, I've spent 7 months in Europe mostly to provide more help, and then simply focused on the business, more money made, more money donate. And on the way back to Thailand from Seoul, from South Korea, I've been here for 1 month, and Bali said okay. But yeah, to be honest, in terms of food and nature and people and cool things that we can do, but mostly, as you remember, I'm chasing sunrise and sunset, so it's a really good place to do this stuff. So the coolest I did, it was in the north, so I was fishing in a sunrise with a kite. So from the boat, using the kite, we've catch 4 tuna. I mean, you can fish with a kite, so it's really cool. So yeah, thank you.
For me, I came to Bali over 3 years ago now, and it was a journey of growing up in different parts of the world, and it was just loud. I was an immigrant kid from Nigeria to England, had a British accent. Man was out there for a minute, fam. Man was British for a minute, and then man became American. And then man was in America and was like, this is terrible. And had a tough time growing up there because of it's America. But when I started traveling the world, I started to open my eyes to other cultures and diversity and acceptance and love, and also recognizing and learning from my past experiences in America and around the world since I was a child. And when I came to Bali, I felt this peace and ability to almost take notes and say what just happened for 27, 28 years. I was sleeping the entire time, literally. You know how you say people were sleeping in the West? And I woke up, I was like, oh, okay, so what just happened? I literally didn't feel like I had control over my life for that period of time. And then so when I came here, I was forced, as you all probably know, you're forced to face those insecurities, those tragedies and those challenges that are boiling up inside of you, that jumping in traffic from 9 to 5 kind of helps you suppress, or drinking or having sex or whatever it is that's the vice helps you suppress for so long. Then you got to Bali and you're like, wait a second, well, I can do the same things I was doing all this time, or I can actually figure out who I am. And that's what kept me here, was to figure out who I am. And if you know me from 3 years ago, some people in here know I am completely a different person, and I'm thankful for that. And thanks to the island for that, and for the people here as well, especially you.
My brother. You know what just came in? I want everybody to stand up. Everybody, stand up. Stand up. Stand up. All right, good. Okay, put your hands together like this. And you know what I'm going to say. You know what I'm going to say. Are you ready? Om. Swasti. Astu. Once more all together. Om Swastiastu. And bow. All right. I thought there was something missing. You can sit down now. All right.
We're missing the Trita Garana.
It's coming.
Robert,
It's
come
coming.
on.
It's coming.
This is what we are missing, you know.
So we're in Bali, right? That's a traditional welcome, right? So that's what we should have started with, just so we're clear. Now for the question. So it was my wife, Marina. We were living in Sydney, and I was living this jet-set lifestyle, running clubs, running bars, like the guy who knew everybody, right? Or who everybody knew, whichever way. And I thought that I was okay. She knew that I wasn't, but I thought, you know, guy, I'm good, I'm okay. No, you're not. No, I am. We're moving to Bali. Bali. I've been here once before, 20 years prior to that, had a great time. I did the hydrate, meditate, then rehydrate. If you know what I mean, you know what I mean. Get drunk, you know what I mean, right? But I had a great time. So going back, I thought we tried it for 2 or 3, we started it for 4 weeks, then we moved 3 months later. Now that's physically, but emotionally, spiritually, what was happening, I grew up into children's homes in London. I learned about unity in diversity from the age of 12. I knew exactly what I was supposed to do at the age of 12, which was to be a bridge between races, cultures, ideologies, mentalities, to bridge the gap. So how is it that I end up in a country where Bhinneka Tunggal Ika, the motto of Indonesia,
Unity in
diversity, right? And then I come to Bali and learn about Trihita Karana, one of the best philosophies I've ever learned, being very straightforward. Takwa Masi and Trikandala, like these things, I realized exactly why I was supposed to be here, which was to continue the work that I knew I was supposed to do from the age of 12. So that's why I'm here. Great question.
Brother Robert, I feel you because for me it's been the same. It's been my wife who chose to come here in Bali. Like before me too, I've been traveling all over the world. When I moved from Italy, I started to travel first all over Europe, in the Middle East, been in South America. We've been living in the US, so I know very well what is about America. I was there during all the Trump period, so I know it very good. And at some point I was burning out. I was like, I cannot do this anymore. So I quit my job. I just wanted to do crypto, to be involved in this environment. I said to my wife, please, you choose now, because for the last 5 years, you've been following me around the world. She said, let's go to Bali. Honestly, I'm so happy she did it. Because honestly, I feel like I'm a different person. Like, I've been here only 7 months, but in 7 months, I feel that I've been growing so much, like I'm earning years of experience. And I'm so grateful for everything that has happened to me, because this island is special. The people are special. Every day here starts with a smile. Yesterday, my sister came to visit me from Italy. Yesterday, we were going around, and she was like, but here, everybody's smiling. When you are in Italy, if you look somebody in the face, they're going to look at you and say, why are you looking at me? What do you want? Here, instead, you know, they look at you and they smile. She was like impressed, was like, wow, this is an amazing place to live. It really is. So I share everything that you guys are saying, and I feel it so much. So thank you, Mama Bali, and thank for all of you for being here and being part of the community that we belong all together.
Now, my brother, I know that obviously we can all talk, right? But people here have come for blockchain, have come for crypto. So, man, let's get straight into it. Over to you, brother. Yeah.
So here, everybody is involved in crypto. So what I want to ask you guys is, what are you doing with your community? Because each one of you has a community that is leading. It can be Russian, Ukrainian, American, Indonesian. So in which way you are dealing with your community and you are making them aware about what is blockchain, what is Web3, what is crypto, and in which way they can integrate all of this in their everyday life.
Just pass the mic around. Yeah.
So the question is, what we're doing, yeah? Well, I would say that I'm part of lots of different communities around the globe. Definitely Russian-speaking, like English-speaking, obviously, Greek-speaking, German-speaking, etc. Some communities are here local, you know, so we can meet with some people, you know, and discuss different topics. Oh, by the way, Indonesian as well. So we are doing so many different stuff. As one of my projects, we are kind of collaborating with lots of blockchain projects, and we become part of their communities. So basically we're doing crypto all day long, and we build, we educate, we discuss, we make decisions, we do everything. We live with crypto, I guess.
Just let's add one thing when you're talking about this. In which way people that are here can reach you if they want to interact with you guys, with your community? So share also some of this information so that in this way we can continue to build, and we can make that whoever is listening to us, is watching this episode, it's here with us today, can join, can be part of all of this that you guys are building and what you're doing.
Well, to be honest, like with me personally, it's quite difficult to interact because I'm kind of trying to be efficient. So I cut all social media. I don't post anything whenever. But you can find me personally on Telegram. That's first. And for the second project, which is crypto gaming ecosystem, we have a Discord channel. So you can definitely jump on and join the discussion. So I would say that would be it. We also we also organize different events like master classes, conferences, that kind of stuff, trying to pass the idea what the ideas which we think are really valuable behind the blockchain, to the masses, because I think lots of people are just thinking that it's only about making money, and most of the people kind of losing money. So we're trying to pass the message across that it's not only about that that you can do that blockchain technologies can solve really lots of social problems, and that nowadays especially we can see that lots of social institutes are falling apart around the globe, Europe, US, Russia, you name it. So and I think that making those ideas kind of spreading them around is very, very important. So we're kind of trying to do our best, on an everyday basis, talking to people, master classes, conferences, etc.
Thank you. And maybe if you try and keep it to that minute and a half, I think it's good, because there's a lot of people. Yeah, we can miss out. Beautiful, but good. Yeah. It's hard. I know that. No.
It's counting on your inner watch.
Yeah. Listen, it's okay. No one's going to push you along.
How I told before in my...
Sometimes just give a look to Rob. If you see good faces, it means you went over 2 minutes.
How about that fan, Rob?
Don't look at Matthew too long.
How I told before in my introduction, sometimes we have organized events here in Bali, majority in Park U Ubud, maybe you know this place. And every Tuesday we organize Crypto Banya. It's like a sauna, maybe you know this word. And in Russia it's banya, yes, but it's only for men, sorry girls. Every Tuesday, maybe one day. Yes, he can. Yes, he bring you news from there because we talk about crypto.
Because my community is all mostly Indonesian, I'm a firm believer that this island has given a lot to me, and so I've been here for nearly 5 years, and so I've been here for 2 before we started our community, and I think it's really important to try to provide value, and then that's when you get, I guess, reward. And so my whole philosophy was all about trying to provide value to the Indonesian community. And we started our project because we saw this huge opportunity, and I was lucky enough to be aware of it. Curious mind, I guess, stumbled across blockchain, thought this was kind of cool. I'm not a developer. I'm an entrepreneur. I've started businesses in the past and thought this is an amazing technology. But if you don't understand code or English, then, and I've since found out Russian, if you don't understand any of these languages, then chances are you're going to miss this opportunity and you'll get in once it's already developed. And so our ethos was to provide education, tutorials, and a community to provide information in real time to Indonesians. And so that's what our whole engine is all about, is just providing that opportunity to Indonesians in real time. Yes, you can find us at republicrupiah.com. You can find us on Republic Rupiah on YouTube, Republic with a K. We've got a Discord, Telegram, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, website, email, TikTok.
Awesome. Cool. So I'll just start off by saying Offchain is a networking platform, and it's here in Bali. It's essentially just a platform to build community. So we put together events with partners and just bring the community together with no strings attached. Just kind of have fun and enjoy. And we've been working a lot with the Mural Fest and the Bali Collective crew since July, putting together in real life experiences that are using Web3 to kind of bring the traditional crypto community together with the artist community, traditional artist community and digital artists, but also the local community and non-crypto natives to try to bring everybody together in events that basically are fun, right? So you have art and music and food and a bit of education so everybody can learn about the technology in a different way. And what we do is we use NFT technology, which is blockchain technology, and bringing the arts to the blockchain through demonstrating that we take traditional artists and their art and bring them onto the blockchain through the use of NFTs. But where we're going with that is even more accessible because we want to make everything very accessible. And we'd love to work with Republic Rupia, excuse me, I always get that wrong. But we'd like to work with them to help maybe translate a lot of what we're doing because it is important to have that accessible impact to everyone in everyday life. And that's what we're trying to do is really create this ecosystem that brings the community together and gives them the opportunity to purchase things like a membership that is a beautiful piece of art, but also generate impact without even having to try. Okay, and so that also drives people to different businesses in Bali, which uplifts the local economy. And so I think that, yeah, bringing the community together offline and online is important. And that's what we're focusing on doing.
Beautiful, thank you.
Yeah, in terms of our company, so project, of course, we have, let's say, for crypto exchanges, for users, we have Academy and YouTube channel and stuff like that. Maybe more interesting in it's like huge manuals, and we're sharing our experience and teaching the new teams who starting crypto exchanges with a lot of details and with management and using functionality and developing some more, and mostly it's using bots and mirror trading and arbitrage and things like that. GeoPay, of course, we're teaching people how to buy and sell crypto with credit cards and using bands. But me personally, I'm really excited to do spontaneous events. So let's say it could be like super small something. We just had a conference in Jakarta, and most of these beautiful people was there and speaking. And we find out there are no any like dinner or something organized or after parties. So I just find a nice restaurant and we gathered for dinner with speakers. It was amazing. And let's say it could be during Dubai Blockchain Week. I've ran top restaurant in the world in Burj Khalifa, Atmosphere. So we gathered like around 200 people, also speakers and blah blah. There are no any commercials or like nothing to sell, no speakers. We just have networking and share, and more about to give, not about to take. So, and I'm happy to do some events here as well. Already we did during CoinFest.
We're going to,
and a lot of people been there. So thank you. That's cool.
Thanks, bro. So for two areas or two websites, norugagency.com, like norugagency.com, and the other one is nonfungiblefest.com, which is next year, was supposed to be in March, but I've spoken to the guys consolidating for NFT Bali to try to figure out a way to collaborate and merge and use all our resources, because there's so many events in Bali, it's crazy. Like, you can barely, which is a good thing, which is what brought us all together, let's not forget that. But Non-Fungible Fest, but the main community is No Rug Agency, and I see it as a community for builders in Web3 and NFTs. As to, if you want to learn and you have no idea about NFTs, you can literally ask a question in the Discord or on the Telegram group, and someone will answer you. So somebody mentioned like getting in and learning this early is so key, because 10 years from now, we're all going to be really freaking wealthy. Let me just put it that way. Some of us, some of y'all playing too much.
For it.
Some of y'all already playing too much. But together with this technology, we're building another asset, which is our minds and the digital assets. And if you can, everybody here, literally, I'm not going to try to say it's a life-changing moment, but whatever, but learn something about blockchain, Web3, NFTs, and be an expert at it. Some of the stuff is not even that hard to be an expert, such as managing a community on Discord. And people are getting paid $3,000 to $5,000 a month during the bear market to click buttons on this platform called Discord. It's crazy. It's crazy. So all I'm saying is we're building a community of builders, and we're consolidating events so that we can build the big boys, the big girls, and big people together to really build something in Bali. So norugagency.com.
Love that. No Rug Agency. Great name. So, you know me, man. By now you get a sense of my attitude, right? So, I love games. So, everybody just say blockchain.
Blockchain.
Everybody say blockchain.
Blockchain.
Say crypto.
Crypto.
Say Web3.
Web3.
Say, I want a piece of it.
I want a piece of it.
I'm doing it.
I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, good. So my answer to the question, Speak Up Monday is obviously one of those communities, right? Other than that, tourism architect, advisory, and venture builder, not blockchain architect quite yet. It's great. I have the opportunity to work in about 12 different industries with the leaders of each one. So building these sorts of ventures is really cool because I get to cross-pollinate ideas, people, and resources which would never find their way together before, or very unlikely that they would, because everyone lives in their own industry. That becomes their silo, that becomes their home. In a way, harsh word, becomes their prison, right? So what I do is a helicopter view and see the connections between each and link solutions. So when it comes to blockchain, as I think Ivan said before, a lot of us were in Jakarta with the guys from Faverse, who did a great thing up there with Trade Expo Indonesia, the largest trade exhibition in Indonesia. Simon, Alex, if you're there, great job, fellas. So blockchain, I'm still learning so much about it, of how to connect it to all of these different industries. But one by one, I'm actually getting there with the help of wonderful human beings like this, which we have a laugh and we take the piss out of each other, but we love each other, right? And we had a meeting the other day with 20 of the NFT crypto guys, including Ty, who's not here right now. But it's a really wonderful opportunity. BBC, Bali Blockchain Community, how amazing is he? We're going to get him on the show as well. The Indonesian equivalent to all of this. Amazing. So I'm really bullish, as we all are, and excited about the future and how we can integrate blockchain, Web3, crypto solutions into our daily lives in a way that impacts and uplifts the majority. So loving that. Looking forward to it.
I totally agree with what you say, because, guys, this is going to be the backbone of our society in the next 10 years. Believe it or not, blockchain is going to change everything. Let's forget about IT and everything that they are doing now. This is going to become all obsolete. Everybody thinks that we are too late for being in Web3. But I think that if we are late now, it's like being late in the internet if we were in 1999. Let's put it like this. And look how many things happened in the last 20 years. So now I want to do something else. Instead of starting from this side, I'm going to ask you something, and we start from the other side. So in this way, we give you a little bit of change of the order. Matt, you are always in the middle. So, we don't live in a perfect world. So, things are not perfect. Everybody needs help. We are all going to need help in what we are doing. We're going to need someone that is doing marketing, someone that is good with community, someone that is good with Indonesian language, someone that is good with Russian language. So we heard about your communities, about what you are doing, in which way you're spreading the words about your job, your passions, what keep you awake at night. So what do you need from other communities? In which way we can help each other? What is the help that we can bring to you? And this is also, for all the people that are here. Ask them what is that you need. Ask your help. Because this is the beautiful thing of Web3, that we all want to help each other. We don't want to, stand on our own. Me, I'm better than you. I'm never going to help you because I have my own secret recipe and I'm going to keep it for myself. I want to be successful and look at you from the top. This is not Web3. Web3, we are all sharing what we know, and we want all the others to know. So in this way, we can collaborate, we can create more, we can build. So in which way we, me, you, them, can help your community, your business, your project, what you're realizing?
Great question. So what comes up for me, so the other day, for those of you who don't know, we had a meeting between about 20 people, that some of the leaders in the blockchain and crypto web space here, some of the people here were there. And what it was about was just this question, like how can we find a way to support each other and work together? Because, it's duplication isn't a great thing, right? So if there's someone already doing what it is that you want to do and doing it well, better to support them as opposed to trying to do another one better, right? If that person is there. When it comes to coordination, so we spoke already about a calendar, right? So I'm working on this thing called Bali Diary, but anyway, what it is that it's a way that events which are on do not happen at the same time, right? How many of us, and I'm looking at you guys now, have organized an event and you're like, this is great, right? You put it on and you get less people than was expected because you found out 2 days before that there's another event on the same time with the same people. So just simple tools that avoid, and it's something which event organizers can refer to look at that date and see what is on, and then make a decision about scheduling their event. So there's lots more I've got to say, but I'll keep it to 2 because I want to keep it tight. But they're the 2 things which come up as ways that can assist and support the collective.
And just to follow up on that, I feel like it's just so beneficial to organize ourselves where if the event's on Friday and our event's on Saturday, like we both make money. Like we didn't have to do it on the same day. And in some way you both lose a little bit. So I totally agree with that. For my side and what we're doing, I think builders and people who are looking to learn how to build, again, a lot of these skills aren't actually that hard. Like I've even created a token before. That shit wasn't even hard. So that's why there's so many scams, because anybody can create a token but these days. But long story short, builders who are going to join, and then people who want to learn how to be a builder so they can join. Because if you can't build, the playground, you're going to be the one that's paying for the ice cream.
Yeah. Thank you. Very good question, Bruno, and I don't want to disappoint you, but you're doing exactly right. So gather people, sharing, give, and it's our main topic is a gap between different communities, different speaking communities, but also in terms of blockchain, it's not only about gap Ukrainian or Russian or English or other speaking. It's also about the level. It's entrepreneurs or founders or CEOs. Yeah, maybe they're not interesting to find a help. Yeah, but they really want to share. They already may be successful, or they want to share knowledge or money or invest, or maybe they want to hire more developers, whatever. So marketing guys or developers, it's all different. So it's really cool to mix it up, and not only this officially serious talk, yeah, or restaurant. So maybe we can be a friend, so we can go hiking together, we can go, I don't know, diving or snorkeling, whatever we like, so we can... Sunset, exactly, yeah. Let me know if you want to see cool sunrise. Sunset is easy. I know. Everyone can do. That's why I was suggesting sunset. Good. Yeah, so thank you for what you're doing, and yeah, keep going.
Okay, so what do we need? We need a lot of things, but I'll keep it short. I think the easiest way to help us right now would be to go on to our website and click our link tree and find out more about what we do. But more importantly, if you know any businesses or you are a business owner in Bali, sign up to be one of the members of our impact ecosystem, because this will help drive this impact and build the ecosystem. So what happens is when somebody buys an impact NFT that contributes to a yayasan or an NGO, they get a membership that you can go around to different businesses in Bali and redeem loyalty programs and perks. So by building the ecosystem of businesses that are a part of that, they're also providing impact by participating. So if you have anybody that you know, please share with them our links and have them become a member. We'd love that. And then also, you're talking about dates and conflicting schedules. November 17th, right? We're doing an event, and we'd love to have everybody join. So look out for that. It's going to be, we like to say we like to radically collaborate, and that's why we've been lining up meetings with all these guys, and we're going to be working our way through everybody and really trying to do as much as possible with everybody. So that's an event that if you want to be a part of and you want to co-create that event with us, please let us know and reach out. That's going to be November 17th, and it's going to be big. It's going to be at Morabito in Canggu. All right, thanks.
For us, the main thing is probably three things. If you have a project and you want to try and get into the Indonesian market, try and come talk to us. We can give you exposure, or we can try and help to build a local community. Secondly, with I guess other project is that if you're looking for a workspace and you're Ubud based, we have offices and co-working space available, and we're looking for, I guess, startups that are wanting to come and network and work with other people, so we can do some sort of arrangement there to assist you in what you're doing. And lastly, if you have a community already and you're looking to integrate some sort of formal education into your platform or your community, we could also do that, and we can sort of give formal education, like I'm meaning you get a stamped certified qualification from a college. We can integrate that into your community as well.
Yes, there is a problem in Bali because a lot of multi-language communities, English speaker, Russian speaker, Indonesian speaker, and there is not one place, one aggregator, one like marketplace where it will place a lot of all events in Bali. And if somebody will create it, it will be amazing, because my community asked me, oh, Ivan, where is this place? We need to follow your Instagram and look stories every day for get advertising of these events. And if somebody created, it will be perfect.
It smells like a startup.
Yeah, I agree. That would be really nice. I would say.
We are gonna create it, guys. That's why I put
Of course. We're already selling the subscription now for that, yeah?
after the show.
Okay. So I just wanted to say that in general for the space, I would say that there are two types of communities, the users and the builders. And obviously for both of them, we need just three things, like events, and events. Educational events, obviously, for builders, it's really difficult because, in general, the crypto space is really dynamic. Everything evolves so quickly that it's really hard to catch up, to be, on the same page, all the time. So organizing different educational events for crypto builders, like marketing, developers, or whatever, you name it, is definitely beneficial. That's first, and obviously, networking. And for the users, as many conferences, masterclasses as possible. Basically, what we all, I think, most of us are doing. So it's pretty cool. And I would also participate in building that calendar with the different meetups.
We will add you guys, because we are starting to put this together, to put together all the people that are leader in this environment, in this space. We just did the first meeting, but we are going to continue to build, because our goal is especially to do things like what you guys are suggesting, to do more events, to create more awareness, to do more master classes, to create boot camps, to create events that are going to sponsorize NFT, metaverse, blockchain, whatever is going to be related to it. Your event on November is going to be, I already know, amazing, because it's going to be involved with G20, and we know that this is going to happen here in Bali, guys. We're going to have 20 from the biggest personalities of the world that are coming here to gather in this beautiful island, the island of God. Let's hope that they're going to come out with some good ideas. So we're almost at the end. I have one last question that I would like to ask.
Before your questions, if you have any.
Yeah, then.
All right? Yeah.
There is one last question that I would like to ask, but it's more like for you to give a suggestion to who is looking at the show, for the people that are here that can share it also at home. What are you going to suggest to whoever wants to come to Bali because they're hearing. I'm having a lot of people on my LinkedIn every day that are writing to me, oh, so you're really in Bali? You're one of these digital nomads? So do you guys really exist? What is that you guys are doing over there? What do I need to do to come over there? Why do I need to come over there? And when they see it through my post or what I share, what is that we are doing, people are always impressed. They're like, wow, there is so much going on over there. But people don't realize it because or they follow us on LinkedIn or they know us in some way. Otherwise, there is no way. But let's start to send a message to who is listening to us, to who wants to come to Bali, because first, it's beautiful. Second, it's a tropical island. Who doesn't want to live in a tropical island where there is never winter? So we don't have to care about buying a jacket or wearing long trousers every day. So give a suggestion to them. Share your experience. Make it fun, interesting for them. Share what is that from your heart.
All right, so I'll start this off. So I'll divide it into two sections, right? The first section is the economics. Not so much fun, but just hard reality. If you look and study, you will realize that this region of the world is in a pocket. It's not in Europe, it's not in the US, they have their own economic challenges. It's in a pocket which is already set for growth. And to be more insulated to global challenges than probably anywhere else in the world. Number one. Number two, and I won't go for too long because I can go forever. Number two, you're talking about the fastest and largest adopter of technology in the world right now. Indonesia, right? You're talking about the largest number, concentration, density, and number of artisans in the world, Indonesia, right? You look at the government of Indonesia. Jokowi is the best president in the world right now, clearly, right? And this government, as Olumide will attest to now, is in the position to be one of the governments of the world which can now push the adoption of blockchain Web3 forward, right? So that's the economics, of which there's a lot more, but I won't go into it.
Just to say one thing,
go.
According to the recent study, Indonesia is ranked number 7 in the GDP growth worldwide. These are the estimation calculation that they did for 2022. Number 7 worldwide. This is a big number, guys, because a lot of people think that Indonesia is like a third world country. Then they change it in emerging countries. But it's not like this. Here the economy is stable and things are growing so fast.
Yeah. And you know, precisely what you're saying there, brother. There was something else, but I'll come back to that. So that's the economic side of it, of which there is more. Okay? Now, from the fundamentals, so any nation in the world is defined by its guiding principles and its national motto, right? When you bury down, I'm from the UK, still proud to be British, even though what are they doing right now? Anyway, that's a whole nother story. My God. But England, the motto, God save the Queen. Departed, but God save the Queen. US, was it home of the brave, land of the free? Indonesia, unity and diversity. Now, if you didn't know the countries and you put them side by side and say, well, which ethos or national motto has a future, which one would you choose? Right. Unity and diversity, right? Then you look at Pancasila. If you don't know what that is, study it. Pancasila. We've already been through Bhinneka Tunggal Ika. And then when we come to Bali, now look at Tri Hitakadana, look at Tri Kandala, look at Takwamasi. When you understand these two things, so you have the economics, then you have the socio-economics and how they come together, that's what I would implore anyone who's seriously looking to come here, needs to look at those two things before they come. That would be my answer. Great question.
If you're watching this from anywhere in the world, I would say Bali is great for you to come and build for yourself because geographical arbitrage, things people don't put on the table, I just blurted out. It's cheaper in certain ways to build certain things in terms of tech, company, talent. But I want you to consider how to give to Bali and build it into your business, into the actual business plan. Because there's a danger here in a lot of foreigners coming in to basically benefit on the 90th percentile, and the people get that much. And I just feel like we also are the generation with blockchain that we have a chance to change that. Like anything we do, drop in the token, NFTs. I love the fact that these guys are doing things that are directly involving local people. They better get some tokens too, fam. Like we can't be eating all the tokens by ourselves. So that's what I would say is build your stuff, but you better have a business model that includes locals, even if they're not ready to learn yet, and we need you to keep teaching, and we can collaborate to help teach people faster to catch up in terms of technological understanding. Still try to find a way to put them in there. Save 5% of the tokens in the DAO for Indonesians that they get for free. Something like that, so that you can actually bring this thing up faster. That's what I'd say.
Thank you. That's a great question. So which camera? This one. So guys, take your phone, find your travel app, book a ticket, come here. You see so many successful stories that people change their life here, not only business, but it's more important you change yourself inside, and then the universe will take care about the business and all other part of your life. Booked? Okay, see you next time.
Yeah, actually something just clicked for me when you said that is come here with an open mind and be willing to, embrace the culture. And if you do that, it will give you so much. If you resist it, you'll have some issues, that's for sure. But, figure out how you're going to integrate with the local community, figure out how you're going to make a difference when you come here, and how, if you're a digital nomad, that's a solo job, how are you going to employ people? How are you going to, contribute to the job force here, not just come here to take? So, good luck. Look forward to seeing you.
Yeah, give that a clap. So to look at it from a little bit of a different perspective, I kind of see Bali right now as almost the test run of what the world will become. So we've seen the internet has connected everybody in such ways that has never happened before. I think closed-mindedness has been lessened. It hasn't been eradicated yet, but it has been lessened in the world thanks to the internet. And Bali is a little bit more of a physical manifestation of that, because we have so many people from all over the world in such a confined space. Even though it takes you hours to get places, we're all really close to each other. And if I was to do a show of hands here, who is in a relationship with someone who is not from their culture or ethnicity or country, it's like most people here. And so this is multiculturalism at its best. Now, a lot of multiculturalism hasn't worked, but here it works. And I love anthropology, the study of culture, language, and religion. And a lot of people get uncomfortable with the religion part. It makes them uncomfortable because our Western brains think about religion and maybe some of the things that haven't worked, but here it is beautiful. And in the Balinese language, they don't call it religion. They don't say my religion, they say my culture, because their worship of their God is all their culture. And it's so interesting when people come here, they find this spirituality that they didn't have when they were in their Western country. And so here, Indonesians, they have to pick a religion. It goes on their ID card. And they have to choose one. It actually literally says it on your driver's license what your religion is. Because what they've done is they've been able to balance themselves in a way where they're connected to their creator, whatever that is for you. They're connected to the land and they're connected to each other. And so here it's just a beautiful place of multiculturalism, and it's the future of how the world, I think, needs to operate.
That's how I told before, here is a paradise. Culture, food, people, weather, all is amazing. And I totally agree with Robert or Bruno. Indonesia, it's the biggest Muslim country in the world. A lot of people and the economic it grow. And two more points. Well, one of it, if you buy a villa here, it will be, give you about 15-25% per year in US dollar. It's amazing, incredible numbers. And second point, If you send your cryptocurrency here in the DEX or in Toka Crypto, and you withdraw to your local account, taxes will be 0.1% only. You're from Australia. How many percent?
About 49.9.
Yes, guys from US, it's incredible numbers. Bali is best place in the world.
Okay, all those were really nice and beautiful things, and they're really actually in place here in Bali. Since you mentioned all of them, I would just say that if you're a builder and you want to come to Bali and build a project here, then you definitely have to think about being really super fucking disciplined, because like there are so many distractions here. It's definitely beautiful, it's definitely a paradise. There are sunrises and sunsets as well, so you definitely will enjoy life here, but you have to be really disciplined and able to say no to lots of things if you really want to build something amazing, beautiful, and really helpful to the humankind.
Yeah, you gotta say no sometime, because otherwise here you can party every day, you can drink every day.
Let's start to say yes, slowly.
And slowly you arrive to the no, of course. It's all up to you, you know, what do you want to do? If for you building is more important than party every day, it's gonna come out automatically. You don't even need to push that no to come out, because if you are here to build, you are here for yourself, and you are gonna feel it when you come to Bali, because Bali is gonna push you for you to become the best version of yourself. And I can see in all the people that surrounds me around here, everybody try to be the best version of themselves. Everybody try to share to the other only what are their best values. And this is not a coincidence. It's not that we are putting a mask and we are pretending. It just happens. So, by my side, what I just want to add, first of all, it's a big thank to all of you for being here, for sharing your experiences, for sharing about your projects, sharing about your community. Let's not make this episode to be just a random one. We need to continue to build. We need to continue to be together, to stay together, and to bring all the people that are part of our circle to become part also of your circle. Because this is what is going to be important. This is what I'm going to make Bali even greater than what it already is. So let's keep building, let's keep doing it, but especially let's do it together. Thank you.
You know, yeah. And look, just for those of you who are watching live, I just want to say that that Dfinity, we can do it now, Ayu. Dfinity have organized a happy hour. This is why you should come live, people. Come in person, because what we have is maybe 30, 40, 50 people here. And this is what it's about, right? You can watch online, which is fantastic. It's amazing. But when you're here in person, now you're going to get to touch and feel, maybe not so much to touch or feel, but you're going to get to connect with, what kind of show is this? You're going to get to connect with, you know, people which have the same values that you do. Connect with people that can help you on the next step of your journey. You won't get that by watching online, but you'll get that by being here live and in person. So the other thing I want to say is to thank you to Tropical Nomad, technical partner, my good friend, brother Ichi, Ayu, and Guzman. Please, a round of applause. And thank you to you. So remember, we're here every week. This is episode number 316. If you want to join us, just check SpeakuP Monday. So SpeakuP Monday on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube as well. And you'll get all the details there. Next week, as we're beginning to go into B20, we're going to have like a B20 type of panel. So just check out the details for that. It's going to be quite interesting. For the rest of you, again, you know, once a month we do this, right? Next month, I think, might be Anta from BBC, who is an Indonesian powerhouse, Bali Blockchain Center, who is doing some phenomenal things for blockchain locally and internationally, I believe. So, Anta, I think it's going to be you next week bringing a panel together. So, everybody, again, a round of applause for everyone here assembled. Thank you so much. We'll see you very soon.
And after it, whoever asks question, you can ask it live or you can ask it personally to the people you want to talk with. Just go with it.
So I think what we do, the microphone that you have, Bruno, if you, well, Sister Ayu is busy getting the glasses ready. So this will be the microphone, right? And then give it to Ayu, to Ayu, yeah. Yeah, because she just give it to Bruno because she knows which way to go around the cables. Now, if you ask a question, what I recommend is that you pinpoint a person. Don't do the panel to answer, otherwise it'll be here for another hour and a half, which I don't mind, but you probably do. So pinpoint a person that you'd like to answer your question, please. That would be great. So who's got a question? You did? Yeah. Yeah, cool. Yeah.
Question to everyone. Sorry for that.
Just choose one person.
I'm going for Sunrise on Wednesday. Who wanna join? Anyone else? Crypto. Okay.
Awesome. So, Carol, you have a question? If you don't, it's okay.
Yeah, no. I have a question, but I can only pinpoint to the person that I don't want to answer the question,
Good.
and that's you. So, I came here tonight with the hope that I would learn about how Web3 or crypto technology is bridging the gap between cultures. Because one of the reasons I'm here, it's because it is, and I really appreciate your answer, it is a multicultural society, and it is a place where everyone has a place and everyone can really embrace their vision and make it happen. And it is a place where I feel that it is very easy to communicate and to live very, very freely without, sorry, I'm finding it very, very hard to find my words actually tonight, but without living in fear, yes. And I did not hear how any of the projects that you are putting together really intentionally reach out to people who don't look like you. And apart from you, obviously. And I'm very interested in knowing what are the real actions that you're taking to incorporate, to integrate, and to attract people who look like me, which is not like you, above 50-year-old female, yes? And also, what is it that you're doing to attract people that are not of your color, not of your religion, through the projects that you are doing? Or are you just talking within your own little predictable communities? Yesterday, I had in my bedroom 6 men that I read a story to, from South Africa to Nigeria, via France and Indonesia. And that is how I create my community, by going out and reaching out to people who don't look like me, because I want to understand them better and write better stories. So that is my question. What is it that you do? How does it align with your values so that I can get a much better understanding of the men behind, or the actions behind the men, rather than your wonderful words, which, for me, are just not enough. Thank you.
I would love to answer this question. Yeah, I think this is thank you for your question, and it's a really interesting point. But I think your question is a question that was relevant to the old way of doing things. And so the reason why blockchain technology is so amazing is because it actually makes your question redundant. Because every single person on the blockchain is anonymous. They're genderless, they're religionless, they're colorless. All it does is it breaks them down to just a code. And so there is no prejudice on the blockchain. There is no sexism, there is no racism. You deal with users, and that's it. That's all you know about me. And so I can't pick and choose who I want to deal with. All I know is the total number of users that I'm interacting with. So once we migrate people onto the blockchain, that's it. It finishes. There is no more picking and choosing of race, color, creed, religion, ethnicity, anything. And so, timing.
But timing. But sorry, that doesn't answer my question. Yeah. I understand that, but what I'm talking about is how you attract people, not about the knowing, but how you attract people that do not look like you, so that there is greater diversity here in what I see and in the users, which is not my experience.
Yeah. Okay, well, just to change the topic a bit, I mean, the Mural Fest and the Bali Collective, if we use that as an example, because that's what I'm representing right now, we are continuing our efforts to bring together the non-native crypto communities, and that is the NGO founders, these Yaya sons. We're going to be running programs to bring people together and using people like Bruno and Republic Rupia to help educate, in layman's terms, how people can learn what a wallet is or understand what an NFT can be used for, and kind of separate from some of the misconceptions, I would say, because maybe you don't know what an NFT is and you think it's something that it really isn't. But I think applying to you, and personally, if you ever wanted to have any support, I'm sure most of these people here and many more would love to talk to you about how you're an author and you make beautiful books that are pictographic representations of your stories, and you have a strong belief and opinion and purpose. So maybe that can be something that you turn into your own NFT project one day, because I think that would be quite a powerful and successful project. So I think that could be a way for you to understand more, and be happy to explore that with you. But yeah, I hope I explained a bit for you.
I'll go real quick. It's going to take me 30 seconds. On our server, the main people that are employed or that are contracted with us are from Pakistan, Nigeria, India, Sri Lanka, a lot of developing countries, because a lot of these kids are 18, 19, 20, and they actually see the technology first, but they may not have the opportunity. So what we're doing is giving an opportunity. We're actually paying them, and we're paying some of these guys $1,000 a month, life-changing money, and that's kind of the way you can see, even after we anonymize it, I know that that's the countries they're coming from.
So thank you for your question. So the first thing I would like to say is, well, you are here. Yeah. No? So we already reached you in some way. Otherwise, you would have not been here. Second, I think that for people, if we want to talk of people of your age, but I think this will not be fair, because at the end we want to include every kind of people. I speak with my mom that she's 62 years old about blockchain every day. And she knows right now what is blockchain. When we talk of what I'm doing, she understands what I'm doing. So I think that this is a topic that shouldn't have, any age limit or religion or whatever. But the thing is that what is important for reaching people to be involved in this, it's first of all that from the other side, there should be an open-mindedness to be aware of what is happening around. Because there are a lot of people that are the age of my mom or 50 years old, 40 years old, that they tell me, I don't want to know shit of what you're doing. I don't care about it. I don't believe in crypto. I just think that this is a scam. Keep doing what you're doing and don't bother me. This is what people are doing. So first of all, I think that we should need open-mindedness from the other side, because in the moment there is an open-mindedness, people are just going to come. It's them that they're going to be looking for something that is going to attract their curiosity, their fantasy, their creation side that is inside of them. Like, I think that most of everything that started in Bali, because until March, we were all locked down for COVID. I arrived in March, I did my quarantine, stuck in Ubud for like a week, 10 days, and then I moved to Canggu, Umalas, wherever. But I think that the first event that I attended here in Bali was the Supernova event, the hackathon from Internet Computer Blockchain, that I discovered it by writing to Emilio on LinkedIn. And he told me, look, there is this event. And I didn't go by knowing what was going to happen there. I just went because I saw that there was the possibility of meeting people that were having my same passion, or where I knew that I could learn something. So we can preach about blockchain, Web3, crypto, what is doing. We did several events, like we've been to the King Palace, where we talk, where I gave a speech about demystifying the world of crypto and blockchain. And King Erwan, at the end of the speech, came to me and told me, Bruno, I finally understood what is an NFT. Like, amazing from my point of view. But we cannot like go and knock at every door because people are just gonna shut the door in our face. But what we keep doing, and I think most of the people here are doing, if not all of them, we are always talking of this. My wife sometimes makes fun of me that if I am in the elevator with someone, after 2 minutes I'm talking of crypto and blockchain with them. If I'm going to the gym and I am in a sauna with someone, after 2 minutes we are talking of crypto. Like, I'm a crypto coach. This is my core thing that I do. And I don't go and knock at the door of people and saying, buy my services, come and I'm gonna coach you, I'm gonna give you all my experience in 2 days. People come to me and they tell me, I wanna know about what you're doing because I'm realizing that there is something happening outside of my safe space and I wanna be involved in this. So what we can do is to share our knowledge, making it easier for others. If you see, we are not talking in a technical way because most of us are not strictly developers. We might know how to read a smart contract, write a couple of lines, but we are not developers, so we don't talk in a technical way because if you talk in a technical way, people are gonna get bored and they're gonna tell me, it's too difficult. I'm having an headache only to listen to you. I don't wanna listen to you, go away. So it's true, it happens a lot. So we try to make it easy. We try to make simple example and we don't keep it for ourselves. So the way that we try to reach the people that wanna know is to keep our door always open. That every time that somebody wants to know something, we are ready to share. We don't wanna keep it for ourselves. So from our point of view, it is keep an open mind from your side, and from our side, you're gonna get everything that we know. Because we don't want to keep for ourselves our secret recipe or secret information. It's open to everyone. If you're gonna talk with me for 10 minutes, I'm gonna share with you everything I know. I don't know if you're allowed.
All right, everybody. So what we're going to do is that, so we're going to close this part and we'll go offline. So we have Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and then I'll turn this Instagram live off. Now, then after that, no one's going anywhere. It's raining. So thanks to Definity ICP, we have some drinks. But I think what might be good, I'll get to that after I close the show. We'll bring the drinks to you. So everybody, round of applause, please, for our panel. Round of applause for Tropical Nomad. Round of applause for you. We'll see you next week. Hold it there, almost.